Hello to everybody watching, listening, and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. We are playing against a Chinese player, it seems. His name translated means Steel Commander Instructor, which is, yeah, that sounds amazing. He's starting off with a marksman, steel bores, and of course some crawlers, the elite marksman that is. I'm starting out as elite specialist, and I have some chaff and some bigger chaff at the moment. I think this is about as decent as a start as you can get into elite spec. So, yeah, looks like aggro. And it is aggro. There are some people, like me, who even if they get steel balls will not aggro. But that's not the case right now. I'm just getting some arc lights against the crawlers. My opponent apparently is not a fan of the marksman and immediately drops a bunch of wasps. Yeah, that's basically a turn 1 knee shot. I have nothing that shoots up. Not that it would have mattered. These crawlers are moving in here, and the arc light is distracted with steel balls. It's starting to turn around now, but yeah. That round hurts. Let's accelerate this. It is a bit of a longer match, fortunately. I am able to get everything on the ground dead, but of course these wasps here, well, I think they're gonna level on the arc light. And indeed they do. Reinforcements, wasp swarm comes out, photon coating comes out. Both, I think, decent options. Improved overload, probably not a bad idea either. We'll see what exactly happens. Wasp swarm comes out for my opponent, and photon coating comes out for me. My opponent throws the wasp swarm here. Ah yes, I remember what happens now. This is, I think, from today or yesterday. Either one of the two, I think. Yeah, I'm scratching my head what to do. And I, of course, need to defend. So I get some fangs and I get some crawlers. I put the crawlers here, which turns out to be a good thing because my opponent is trying to use this place. Oh no, it's on the opponent's side, I think, where there's the obstructed field of view. No, actually not. Is it? Has it been changed at all? I'm not sure. It's still pretty bad. He puts the wasp here. I put a missile here, but I do it the wrong way. For the moment, I give this photon coating to the crawlers. Now, the missile does hit, but it does not strike down all of the wasps, so I'm feeling real bad now. I was trying to cover all my angles. If the wasps had come out here, they would have run after the crawlers. If the wasps had come out here, they would have been hopefully destroyed by the fangs. But instead, they come out on the side that I protected with a missile. And I put the missile in a bad place, so the wasps survived it. Now, not all hope is lost. The wasps back here are being cleaned up. And I have some level 2 chaff moving in. After all of the steel balls have been taken out, I actually do still win the turn. But I could have won it a lot more dominantly than this. Like, for real. I will have to remember that if I want to defend against a wasp swarm, I kind of have to put it like on the wasps so that it explodes in the middle and takes all of them down. We have saber-tooths, we have typhoons. My opponent goes for the typhoon, makes sense. Chaff right now is his problem. He could have also chosen the Vulcan, but I guess the typhoon is faster than the Vulcan by about 50%, I think. The Vulcan is 6 speed, if I'm not mistaken. I'm still thinking about what to do. And I think I'm trying out the saber-tooths here. If I'm not mistaken. Let's check what my opponent is doing. He's putting everything into a line. Ah, I take the hackers for a change. Okay, then I was remembering a different match. Maybe I'm just getting old. Well, in that case, I'll probably die at 60 if that is old for me already. Ah, who cares? Is he actually getting a triple split on these crawlers? It looks like that. They are turning in 3 different directions. That's a beautiful spot. I'm dropping some more sledges and some more chaff. And I'm leveling this tower to 2. If I had $100, I think I would have just fortified this tower or something. What else is happening? I think my opponent is basically done, and I'm done as well. He has some chaff back here. He has a missile here. no more crawlers here. And I'm trying to see if maybe I can get something done with these hackers. But I guess the wasps at level 2 and the, of course the typhoons behind. It doesn't really end up being much, but I'm starting to convert some typhoons to my side. Unfortunately, it does not shoot the wasps, it shoots the other typhoon. I would have preferred for it to shoot the wasps. I have some fangs back here that are trying to take out the wasps as best as they can, and they take down most of them, but now they just get shredded. The typhoons have some more targets, but nothing is here to protect them from the wasps, and the thing they were designed to kill kills them instead. Come on. Perfect. Round 4 and... Ooh. Fat combat powers. And look at this line. Well, now you will see how good or bad my skill with the photon beam is. My opponent takes the... what's it? No, it's called ion beam. No, ion blast. There's photon emission, ion blast, and is there some kind of beam? Maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly here. Anyway, I'm trying to catch as much of this line of units as I possibly can. I'm starting to sell some stuff. What am I selling? I think my plan at this point was to just sell out of this flank. What did I sell here? Oh, I sold one of the hackers. That's what I did. Yeah, they weren't really doing all that much because the wasps are leveled and then they start killing steel balls real fast with that bit of health that's remaining. And I don't really plan on investing into hackers. Instead, I'm getting a more brute force solution because everything here, other than the wasps and the crawlers, will die to scorpion power. Unfortunately, scorpion power will die to iron beam even at level 2. So, what else ends up happening? I level some chaff. Makes sense in this case, I think. And the iron beams blast, and I get one of these. I clip none of the wasps. I just eviscerate a bit of chaff clear after the chaff is basically gone. If I had gotten this one as well, it would have been a lot better. So I need to get better with the iron blasts. My opponent has just iron blasted all the way through me. And the rest of the fangs under the tower debuff can't get anything done. Steel balls, one of them goes down. Okay, apparently my opponent flanked here. And the crawlers escaped, but they don't shoot up, so they won't get anything done this game anyway. At least nothing productive. Will they get the missile though? No, they will get aggroed here. I guess they managed to kill one more steel ball. Yeah, my opponent's flank here didn't really work out. Because all of these crawlers were marching the other way. Second iron blast. Yikes. I am thinking that I need to change up my strategies. My opponent basically does the exact same thing again. I don't think there's anything really that I can do to really save this turn for me. He's already leveled this tower to level 2. I'm thinking real hard about what I can do, what I can pick that makes a difference. I could try iron blasting again, but it will get really, really bad really, really soon. What I ended up doing is I take the senior manufacturing specialist. My plan is very simple. I want to endure. And endure I shall, hopefully. Let's just fast forward a bit. I put the photon coating on a unit that is much better suited for it. And I start dropping the first fortress with shield. Since, of course, I am elite specialist, I can immediately start dropping level 2 fortresses. And I'm trying to protect as much as I can. Maybe I should have put the photon coating on the fortress. That would have been a good plan as well. Anyway, I'm hoping that more of my forces will survive under a 80,000 health shield. It gets cracked like a third of the way through. But the photon coating also keeps the scorpion alive. So maybe it wasn't all in vain and bad. However, I still get pushed by the steel balls and not having enough chaff clear on this side. Can't have everything. Unfortunately, the scorpion doesn't get to do a really juicy hit into all of these all of these steel balls. That would have really done a bit of good at least. And in the end, I get, you know, struck again. My opponent did use a shield. But that shield, well, it was completely useless because I didn't go for the Iron Beam. I was going for a more expensive but also more permanent shield. Fire badgers come out. My opponent is taking Stormcallers. Makes sense. He has a shield to break, and these 2 packs of level 3 Stormcallers will do a ton of DPS. That much is sure. I think I sold the other hacker. Yeah, it's no longer there. And I am putting the Fire Badgers here to help with chaff clear, because, well, that is my problem, so why not try and fix it with some Fire Badgers? Wasp Swarm is back again. My opponent is dropping more Typhoons, it seems. I'm dropping more Fortress, and he is deploying these Wasps defensively. I'm not entirely sure why he's deploying them defensively. I mean, he could try to deploy them here as well. But maybe he saw me defend that with a missile and didn't want to try again. And waste it entirely. Maybe he was trying to get it from the front. Now these level 3 crawlers will beat his level 2 crawlers. But what will happen on the other side?